Ladies and gentlemen.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. B.A.R.E Truth in the building. What's going down? Y'all know nothing about that. What's happening with y'all? B.A.R.E Truth. Love versus hate. You know the routine. Turn up for Christ or burn up for life. How many people know about the Force and B's? Boy, Force and B's used to go so hard. They say people are saying that they seeing me on TikTok, but I don't know how to do it. I can't see myself, so it's like, I don't know, man. I don't got this together. Love is a house. You got the key. What's going down? B.A.R.E Truth is in the building, man. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? You don't know nothing about that. Let me do this because I do not own the rights to this music. Uh-oh. Nah, for a minute I thought I was live. Anything in my power to welcome you. Alright. This ain't working then. So I don't know, man. Oh, y'all know. Let me play this other one though too though. Just cause we on the Force MDs. How many people remember this right here? Force MDs used to have like jams. You know what I should do? Since I DJ, you dig what I'm saying?
It's Hy-Vee's 3-day
Like we'll have to show a commercial. This is
Farmland bacon, just $2.99. Buy one, get one.
This is YouTube. I should have just played it off for what's the name? Dang, do you remember this one right here? Tender Love. But yeah, so listen to this. I might do like something like on a Friday night where we just like DJ some music and chop it up and talk. Shout out to my man DJ Captain that be doing that thing. Shout out to Mixamel. He getting ready to do like live streaming music or DJing. But it would be kind of cool, man, since a lot of people ain't ready for like the old school R&B slow jams, B. It's like that'd be really dope to late night, you know what I mean? One of these nights play like some late night R&B for everybody that's up, that's on the book, that remember it. Take you back to memory lane. Love so tender. B.A.R.E Truth is in the building, man. What's going down? Tonight topic, the keys to a woman's heart. If you don't know nothing about slow music, you definitely ain't finna get her, fam. So if you riding around listening to this dumbass drill music, straight up, you ain't finna get her like that. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I know Glorilla is hot, Meg the Stallion is hot, but that shit's superficial, bro. You better know something like this. Real talk. You better know something. Let me get my chats on and see what's going down. Alright. But what's happening with everybody? People are tapping in. I do. I sure hope that. Oh, that was that part. You know that? More than me. But yeah, that's Force MDs. I am B.A.R.E Truth. And this is Love versus Hate. What's going down? First and foremost, before we even get started, thank you, Jesus, man, that they found that little girl today. You know, thank you, God, that because, you know, I got the Amber Alert on my phone, you know what I mean? And then it just said that she was missing, you know what I mean? And at that time, I was riding with my cousin and he was taking me to drop my mom's car off so she can get an oil change from Firestone. So he was giving me a ride. And Briasia is his granddaughter, his great grandbaby. You dig what I'm saying? And so just the fact that this little girl was missing. You dig what I'm saying? My mom says she can just tell the anxiety in him of talking to him. You know what I mean? And just like everything that he went through with that whole Briasia thing. You dig what I'm saying? And so that's the first thing everybody start thinking, like, man, please, you know what I mean? Don't let this happen. I don't really know the background details of what happened. Far as like, was it somebody who stole the car? Somebody told me it was like a little young lady. She was kind of like 17 or something like that. She's arrested. I don't know, but for sure, they finna try to hit you with the kidnapping, because anytime you jump into something that don't belong to you and you take somebody from one place to another place against their will, that's kidnapping. So them can be some very serious charges. But beyond all of that, the main thing is the main thing. The little baby is safe. And you never want to see anything happen to like a kid or a baby, man. They so innocent and they don't ask for that. You dig what I'm saying? And so that's a blessing, man, that that baby is back safe, man. And so prayers and shout outs to the young lady. You know what I mean? I'm so glad that you got your daughter back. All right, so let me see something. I want to say happy birthday to Sean Killer, man. That's my people's, man. So I don't know how your last name got to Wilson. Are you married, Sean? Let me see. But any which way it goes, that's what it says on there. Who's to say, you dig what I'm saying, if you just did it because your page got jacked or something like that. But happy birthday to Sean, man, because that's my people's been so cool for so long. Let me see. There was somebody else too. Um, I don't know Audrey Sam, but Audrey Sam, Antoinette, Miss Independent, Lakeisha Burton, Shayna Onakoyo, Ashley something. I don't know these people, but Damon Folks, I know you. What's up, my dude? Grew up with Damon. You dig what I'm saying? We was little kids. His mom and my mom was cool. Rest in peace to your OG. And now that I just came across that, Frankie D Fontaine, what's going down? Happy birthday, sweetheart. My cousin Mar, what's up, bro? Yesterday was your birthday. You dig what I'm saying? Happy birthday, cousin. Love you, my dude. He's somewhere around here, but that's big cousin. You know what I mean? And so Bree Asia, that's his, you know what I mean, peoples too. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, happy birthday to y'all. Shout out to my cousin Liz, Maurice Toots, and Russell. You dig what I'm saying? And the whole Cowan family, my auntie Sugar Bucket. We lost my auntie Patsy Joe this week, man. And you know, um, that one hurt. Me and my mom, we was just upstairs reminiscing, man. Auntie Pat, man, she cooks so good. I'm talking about the homemade donuts. I remember the homemade butterscotch candy out of vanilla extract and butter. You dig what I'm saying? I remember spending many nights over there, me and Lizzie, up late at night watching Kung Fu Theater, and she always cooking and make sure we eat. Rest in peace, Auntie Patsy Joe. We love you. We gonna miss you. And man, this one hurts right here. You dig what I'm saying? So prayers go out to my big cousin Lizzie, Maurice, Toots, and Russell. Listen, I love y'all. Fonzo, Norabelle, everybody over there, man. Shout out to my peoples, man. I love my peoples, man. And rest in peace to my Auntie Patsy Joe. Okay, the keys to a woman's heart. So we had to do a follow up. So I'm pretty sure that somebody else is gonna pop up. I haven't seen her face yet, but you can best believe that she is somewhere and she will be showing up. And she my buddy though. And I ain't gonna even say her name. Just whenever she do pop up, just know that I knew you was coming. You dig what I'm saying? And if you don't come, you'll watch it later on and you'll catch on to it. So everybody know, like about a week ago, um, I did the rules to keeping a good man. You know what I mean? And shout out to Toya. Toya was just like, I don't like rules and this and that. It seemed like you got to follow something. But really, Toya, I was just kind of doing the wordplay to try to get people to check it out to see if they'd be interested. And it makes you think. And so then, let me get my chats back up here. One of the other things that I was doing is, so when I came up and I was just like, um, the keys to a woman heart, we talking about like a good woman. You know what I mean? And so uh there is some very good women out there, and as I go through and I break it down and I show you the videos, you'll get a chance to see, you dig what I'm saying, some things, men, that I think that we should be doing as fellas when it comes to dating a real woman, you know. And not only that, but when you get the real one, because it's a lot of games going on out here, and that's on both sides. you know. So just as well as, y'all can say, all right, some of y'all cats out here, y'all ain't keeping it 100. Y'all out here playing games, and it's a bunch of mind games and stuff like that, or y'all trying to sleep around. A lot of women like to lead with money, want a man to pay their bills, or either they just out here sleeping around too. So a lot of y'all doing the same thing. Um, but today I figured we would tackle this, since we did do one for the fellas, and we said the rules of keeping a good man. So today we're gonna do the keys to a woman's heart. And so I'm gonna show you this little video. And once I show you this video, um, we're going to break it down. So let me show you this first. What is the first one? All right, the keys to a woman's heart. All right, it's this one. All right, let's go. Let me see.
Quiet as cat, I would bet my money we would succumb to it all for a man who could lead.
You're right.
I would bet money on the fact that I think if we were presented with the opportunity to be with a man who was just a man in every way, who just was that, and and his only request was like, stay home and just watch the kids and make some food. It's nothing more than we want than to be comfortable in our own femininity. Our masculinity is a defense tactic.
Yep.
For whenever we feel threatened, or we feel overwhelmed, or we feel not protected, or we feel not loved, or not seen, or not heard, is when we have this defense mechanism where we're like, hey, yo, bro, nah. Fuck out of here. Like, and we get all tough and I got it. You don't got to do nothing. I got it. You're not going to do this? That's cool. I'm going to get this money and I'm going to do this, that, and third, so you don't have the time. But if a man really came in to your world and made you comfortable, like, listen, you don't gotta do that. You ever had a man like, yo, fix your face, calm down, like you know what I mean? Just kind of like,
there's something about it. It's something about it that you sink back in your chair.
Yeah, the most pit bull girl. What?
Fix your face. Come on, you good?
What's the problem? I handle. Relax.
Yeah. I got you.
That's it. All right. Like that little conversation, you'd be like, my man. I don't know. My man said
you be at home in a robe.
Like,
girl, the roast is in the oven. Baby, what?
The kids are sleeping.
Yeah.
And I'm about to put you to sleep too. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's that. It's that. And I think a lot of men don't know how to lead in a way that they don't feel threatened by the woman that they're with.
Because
She said leadership. Okay. So listen to that. You dig what I'm saying? And there is some sense in that. You know what I mean? So you got women that's sitting around, hey, what's up, auntie? What's going down? So you got women, they sitting around and they having a conversation and they talking about men. And what they basically doing is they saying, first things first is that the thing that'll make a woman drop her masculinity, that, okay, because now we got independent ladies, you got some boss women out here, and you got some single moms out here, and I commend you. You giving 100%. You do a damn good job at taking care of your household, getting up, going to work, going to school, and holding them kids down. Now, when it comes into dating and then mingling, with a new guy or trying something new, there has to be a place where you get to drop your guards. And so if a guy, all of the guys that's checking us out or double back and watching, if you're looking for a key to a woman's heart, you got to try to figure out how you can allow her to cut out the masculinity and be more feminine. You know what I mean? Um, because you heard what she said. One of the things that she said that was so dope, she was just like, because they only put on this macho role as a defense mechanism. So a lot of times, she playing hardcore because she don't get a chance to. No days off. It's like hard work. She got to get up early. She got to go to bed. Some of them got like young kids, and you still got to try to work hard. You got to get kids ready for school. You trying to go to school. You trying to better your life. But then again, fellas, sometimes y'all come into people's lives and y'all playing, and it's a bunch of mind games, or you just over here trying to lay up and trying to hit something. And then now this is where we having this friction. So one of the things that they did say was leadership. And so as men, I think that we got to learn how to work on that. Leadership to me, matter of fact, as I was talking about the little homie, she should be popping up today. She had a post, and the post said, why do guys rather hang out with they buddies? You rather hang out in the street with your guys than to be at home with your family, your wife and your kids. You rather be spending time in the street doing Lord knows what, smoking, drinking, and you know how sometimes you get them guys that just they love the streets. They out there in the streets more than they is at the house. And so it was a bunch of different conversations that was going on about why a guy does that. And to keep it 100, you have to be a leader. And so one of the things that I was trying to say, since they spoke about that, it kind of touched on the same basis, is this right here. So when you say leader, and I'm just talking to people that believe in God, I'm talking about, Christian people that believe in the Bible, that go with those beliefs, because I feel like that dictates the way that God created people. And it's been known through that, like throughout history. Now, there's times where guys can have multiple wives and stuff like that. But let's keep the main thing, and make it simple. What's up, Nicole? That's not necessarily defense. That's survival. Well, I mean, a defense mechanism, I think she was saying it from the point of, um, like, say, for instance, being on attack mode or being defensive sometimes, and I understand what you're saying, being in survival mode, because if you are thinking single parent in the house by yourself, having to work, having to go to school, and having to do it all yourself, that's one level. But if she's saying it from the perspective of saying, when she's interacting with this new guy, you dig what I'm saying? If she doesn't see him step up and do things, then all of a sudden, like she got a boyfriend, and okay, an example, she helping him out. He's supposed to be doing this and that, but then he don't even want to get up and go to work. Okay, I was rocking with you when you came home from the joint. Now you was in 605 Main. I was the one picking you up. I took you job hunting. I was buying you this and I was buying you that. Now you get a little job. So I'm thinking I can relax and be feminine. I want take me out sometimes. Make me feel like, like you got me. Because here we go. We're talking about the leadership of the man. All right. One of them is protector and provider, but the leader. Okay, so when you was down and out, sometimes ladies, y'all really good with taking charge and picking that guy back up and putting him on his feet, and that's a blessing. I love y'all for that, because there's nothing like that woman, that nurturing spirit that'll help a man feel like a man. But then when you get your boots back on, my dude, you have to take lead and give her a chance to feel like she a woman. You got to take her out. You dig what I'm saying? You got to get your check. And if your check ain't even big, just go buy her some flowers. Cause that'll melt her heart. Be like, damn, I know you ain't working really much, but damn, boom, you went and got me some flowers just for the day to say, hey, gratitude for what you've been doing for me. I'm gonna do this and that with the check, but listen, I wanted to give you these flowers just to let you know I appreciate you. So when she's saying sometimes it come from a defensive mechanism, sometimes it's just like, fam, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. So then when I go into grandma, okay, now I got to get up. I got to put in overtime to get the gas, or I got to go make this bill up. I got to turn into the boss chick, because we ain't walking in our character or what God created us for. But I mean, I think you make a good point too. Um, so to the guys, when I was talking about a leader, to me, one of the characteristics of a leader is definitely got to be God fearing. And I ain't just talking about it like everybody be on Facebook and post something. Oh, I'm God fearing, I love God, and I'm this and that. And it's not to get into an argument about who's God, what's God, who's this and that. But I'm saying having a relationship with God, meaning that you have a prayer life with God and that you're reading some scriptures. Now, I don't care what your Bible is or what your book is. If your book is the Quran, the Holy Bible, or you got this, you got all the missing books that they didn't put in the Bible, Enoch, you got all of these different ones. Read something that should be making you a better man. It should be making you a better husband. It should be making you a better father, and it should be making you a better man. So when you God fearing, that's one of the characteristics you should have, because if you got a prayer life, that means that you taking your hints and all your cues is coming from God. So ain't nowhere in the world you finna be taking your cues from God, then you over here treating this woman like she ain't nothing. Because that's God's daughter. You don't get the right to do that. So a lot of people be playing, talking about, I believe in God, I love. If you love God, then you can't treat her like she's crap. So when you say leader, one of the characteristics has got to be God fearing. You got to have that relationship with God, because when I know for a fact, when I read the Bible, it'll check you. It'll start making you, you know what I mean? You'll start reading stuff and then you'll be like, okay. I got to get this together. Remember, I kept telling y'all, like, man, you got to get your mouth together. You got to clean it up. Because when you start reading the word will start washing your spirit and start washing your soul. It'll start forcing you to clean up. That's the Holy Spirit coming out. So, okay, the God fearing man, he's just going to be better. He's just going to be a better person. He getting up. He going to walk away from the streets. He finna walk away from them guns and selling dope or anybody that's going to take him away from his family because he know like his family need him more than this out here. This looks more attractive than that. So as Rachel was making that post, that's one of the things that I thought about. Um, as a leader, also, um, not only just doing the right thing or making good decisions, a provider. He has to be able to provide for her physically, mentally, and spiritually. So when we say provider physically, of course it's financial. Any man that's gonna be with you, gonna be a woman, you want the key to her heart, she need to know that man, you a go-getter. Now, even if she is making more money than you, so what? You did what I'm saying? At least you get up and you go to work. At least you, all right, I'm working over here right now. But listen, I'm gonna go ahead and put in that work for the next 2 years, and hopefully I'm gonna get promoted to, lead. Give me 5 years and I'm gonna try to make manager. You give me a couple of more years and I'm gonna try to make, department supervisor. If you're a hard worker, you gotta be thinking that you're gonna be able to do that. So physically, you gotta be providing for her means because that makes her feel safe. Knowing that okay, you making money, so you got us if something fails. Do you know how many of us is out here and we ain't got like life insurance for your kids, no dental, no medical, no nothing? But everybody walking around in Jordans and smoking real good and drinking real good, and you ain't even got your kids together. Like, you dig what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's the truth, bro. So if you want the key to a woman's heart, you gotta definitely provide for her physical and make her, her physical means of saying, all right, financially we stable, or I'm working to get stable. And if nothing else, guess what? You a boss over here, babe. I appreciate you, and I see you doing your thing over here. You a business owner, you whatever, or either you a CEO at a company, you something. Because sometimes you might get in a situation and this lady got more money than you, right? Okay, I'm still gonna match your energy then. If you get up and go to work and you're a hard worker and you successful and you did this and that, I can show you the same thing. I can provide for you physically by matching your energy. Number one, I'm complimenting you every day, letting you know that I'm so proud of you. I'm glad that you're doing your thing. And be humble and never take it as a shot that, she's ruling over you because she make more money. But then also too, to provide for her, she's got wants and needs. It ain't just sexual. Some of you cats think this because all right, you beat all right, that okay, everybody likes to have good sex. People like to make love too. People like to be romantic. A lot of times, I'm gonna tell you something that women always talk about. And if you listen to them, it's a lot bigger than just jumping in the bed, jumping up and down on somebody. Show them some attention, flowers, listening, play some slow music, sit back and talk, hold hands. Everybody be thinking I'm tripping when I be talking about holding hands. Holding hands is cool, my dude. Listen, hold somebody's hand because it shows appreciation. It shows that I want you to be there. You dig what I'm saying? That I'm proud of you in public when we walk together. This is my girl. You dig? Open up doors. Don't ever let chivalry outshine you, man. Be to the point where you humble enough to open up doors. Now, y'all cool and stuff like that. I ain't saying it's gotta happen every time, but like something, if y'all get dressed up and y'all go somewhere like really fresh or really fly and y'all looking really good, show out and open up a door for her. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to listen to. Being that women are very emotional, a lot of times they want somebody to talk to. So we're gonna run through these and then I'm gonna show you another video and then we're gonna do this real quick. Now, you got to be able to provide for her mentally. A lot of ladies that talk about this, and it's very real when you say peace. You got to bring her peace. Life is already life and it can be chaotic. So if you come to her life, you got to be able to make it peaceful. And what I'm saying by that, should nobody have to worry about if you lying. Number one, you too grown to be lying. You know what I mean? And what is you lying and scheming and scamming for anyway when you get with somebody and y'all trying to make something shake? especially if it's little kids that's involved and they looking up to y'all trying to figure out how can we get this right, how can we do this the right way. You're too old to be lying to people, so you have to be at peace. Is she not enough? Because if she's enough, if you feel like you like her and you made this commitment to be with her, then you basically saying, sweetheart, your body is enough. I like your shape. I don't care how much you weigh, what your size is, how tall you are, short, tall. If you weigh over a little bit weight because you don't think that you look weight, you gain weight because you had a baby, you still have to make sure that she's enough. And then if it gets to the point where you feeling like y'all losing a spark, sit down and communicate, man, and bring the spark back to the bed and be able to do something that's cool. Because you don't have to, because when you go out and you cheat, we ain't gonna get on that note, because we talked about the soul ties before. But not only are you going out and you making her not feel cool, you hurt her feelings when you make her feel like, okay, it's somebody else out here that I'd rather be with than being with you. I got you at home, but I'm gonna go out here and I'm finna do this. You also bringing negativity into your bedroom, you know, because when you go out and you sleep with that person, whatever that funk that they got going on in their life, you didn't bring it into their house. And so again, we're talking to people that kind of believe in God, believe in the Lord, because now we're talking about a spirit. Not yet, but I'm talking about you bringing those characteristics in there. You have to provide for her mental state of being by not being dangerous, doing stuff out here that's going to take penitentiary chances, saying that, okay, you up here, the way that you get your bag is illegal. I understand it. I done got it from the mud before. Many of years I've done it. And you take penitentiary chances. That get fast money, it be so love, because man, you get to take trips. You stay fresh, you stay fly. The crib is laced. You jumping in and out of cars. Jewelry. The shine is there. And I think what it is, people from the outside, they looking like, damn, they got it going on. I'm like, man, he be getting it. Like her dude be getting it. But at the end of the day, if you go to prison, what good is that gonna do you? None of that ain't gonna do you no good, man. I'm trying to tell you. So you got to provide for a mental by not being dangerous, taking penitentiary chances. Nobody should have to worry about if they gonna come home and get beat up. You know what I mean? Um, Mentally providing for her and saying, hey, I'm providing a safe space by saying, um, you know, that when you come here, you're going to be treated like a queen. You're going to feel like a queen. At all times, you are my woman. You my wife. You my better half. You're not my punching bag. So if I'm having a bad day and I feel like I'm finna, I got anger issues, you got to go get you some help, homie. You got to go somewhere until you cool down. You got to go talk to somebody, because this is your better half. This is your partner. You can't come and punch on your, you know what I mean, use her as a punching bag. Because now when you break her mentally, even if she's there with you physically, mentally she's checked out. And once the lady check out mentally, the relationship is pretty much a done one. So if you want the keys to her heart, then you're gonna have to provide for her mental by making sure that she feels safe. That's not being abusive, verbally or physically. You have to be loyal to her. You know, that's one of the things that ladies need to know, because they like to brag too. Not just because they like to brag, but it's a cool feeling when you got somebody that's ride or die. I don't care if it ain't nothing but like a homie, or like, a, a girlfriend or something that y'all might have that's super cool. She come over and this has been my day one since we was like back in the days. When you got somebody that's loyal with you, that'll rock with you, man, that's one of the best feelings in the world. Because sometimes, man, you hit like rough spots in life, and you gotta have somebody that's loyal with you. You know, and when a man show a woman that he is loyal to her, that he's coming home and that she is enough, I'm gonna tell you, B, you got a good woman. So when I get down to the later parts of the podcast and I start showing you these videos, just recognize if you fumble her, you're gonna fumble a good thing. When you providing for her spiritually, what this mean, my dude, is you pouring into her spirit. You know, you definitely have to learn her. Um, how can you make her better? If you with her, you should be, whenever you get up with a woman, if you want a key to her heart, you got to be able to bring something to the table. She's got to know, like, okay, dude, he's a go-getter. When he come here, he make the atmosphere better. You dig? He always brings something. If we didn't cook, he gonna go out and get dinner. He calling to check Hey, did y'all eat? Okay, you want me to stop and grab something? You know what I mean? Laughter, personality. When a person got a good sense of humor, man, and they can crack jokes, and y'all can sit back, watch movies, comedy shows, and laugh at life, laugh at each other. That's the reason why I love like little bitty like nicknames, or like, if you know me, I play a lot. You dig what I'm saying? And it's nothing like personal where I want to be offensive or disrespect people, but I want to see people smile and laugh, because it's enough BS going on in the world that, hey, you dig what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, you just need it. Sometimes you never know what somebody is going through. You might come through and crack a joke, or you might say something to make them smile, and that's all that they needed to get right back up and get back into it, right? And so that's just a few tips on when I'm trying to talk to the guys about leadership, because you see, that's one of the first things that they said. When a man is being a leader, women can let their guards down. They can be feminine, and then, man, one of the reasons why you want her to be feminine is because that's how God created her. So whenever she's the best version of her, she finna bring out the best version of you, because now she in love with you. Now, you know what I mean, she doing little things that you don't even understand, because you got you a good woman on your team. So you need to try to keep that. I'm gonna try to tell you that. I'm gonna show you another video, and then I want you to, we're gonna walk down some of these things. All right, so get your life together and stop playing all the time. All right, here it is.
When you get that one female that's loyal, that love you, that's down to ride with you, that trusts you, believe in you, don't take that for granted, because they're going to be that person that's going to sit there with you through all your failures until you get that win and ride with you. Other females, they there for a moment. They there for the fun, because the moment that fun is over with you, she looking forward for somebody else.
When you have the heart of a woman, she will not give herself to no man if she really loves you. I don't care if he's as handsome as the handsomest man in the world. She will not lay down with another man if you have heart. And any man that even attempts, she will feel violated by the attempt, and that man will find such a cold breeding that he could never get hot behind that coldness.
Bare truth. That right there made like so much sense, because Farrakhan said, I've seen women like that though too. You know what I mean? I done seen a woman out and she was bad, and I seen her somewhere, and I'll shoot a shot. I'm not scared of you. I'll ease up on you and say and say something to you. You dig what I'm saying? I'll say something to you. I ain't never been scared to say nothing to nobody. And I'll say something to you, be like, I got a man. No, yeah, I'm good. I got a dude. Yeah. And be so serious. And then I don't take that offensive. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? When they tell you that they got a man and they serious and they cut your conversation off, because listen, bro, she being loyal to that dude. And that's how it's supposed to be. It wasn't nothing wrong that you shot your shot, but here she is. She coming back. She letting you know, like, nah, I got a dude. Yeah, I'm happy. I got a dude. Thank you though. But I got somebody. Yep. And sometimes, man, I be seeing that, be like, man, I wish I had me somebody in my corner. You know what I mean? That's gonna stand up and be like, yeah, I got me somebody. Like, because here's the thing. Remember what we said. If the woman is the best version of herself, she gonna make sure you the best version of you. Everybody keep talking about submit, submit, the woman to submit. And ladies will tell you in a minute, I submit to a leader, to somebody that's acting like one. But fellas, you're not finna get her to submit if you're not being a real man. And the keys to being a real man, you have to have your masculinity together. And that's not strong. Oh, you go to the gym and you lift this up. Oh, I got a bunch of money. I'm papered up. I drive this and this and that. None of that stuff means masculinity. Being a man does mean like, okay, you got to have some balls about yourself. You dig what I'm saying? But here it is. The key to getting her to submit is like being who you're supposed to be and then you have to stand on it. We're gonna walk down through some things that's femininity to her. I'm gonna give you these little points that I got. But see, if you become, like, say for instance, verbally abusive or abusive to her physically, that's not submission. That's domination. So you trying to force her to do something. But see, you're never gonna get her to submit if you cheat, if you lie, if you ain't keeping it 100, and you ain't standing on your business. Ain't nobody finna submit to you because they can't trust you. That's the reason why some of the women is all over the place, because if we go into the thing, we should do that. We should do that next. We should go down the things of the creation of both people, to understand why men is logic, women is emotional. Because listen to this: if she's an emotional person, and then you're not providing for her mentally, you're not giving her this safe space, you verbally abusive, you ain't never coming to the house. She got to call you like, where was you at last night? Who was you with? Then all of a sudden you lying like, oh man, I was over there with the guys, man. We was getting high. We was smoking, man. I blacked out on the couch, man. I woke up, it's like 7:30. I'm like, damn, everybody sleep. Like, if you don't stop knowing you was at this chick house, you was at this little bride's house laid up, nasty, and probably, sliding her with nothing on. You know what I mean? You know the games, ladies. And fellas, y'all know the games too. I'm saying the key to a woman's heart, because you just seen that there is some good women out here, man, that's ride or die, that you know what I mean, that really love you, that really want to be in a relationship, that really love you, that'll stick with you, that ain't going nowhere, man, if you just show her a few things. And it's not really that hard. Everybody making it so complicated. It's not that hard. um when a woman submits to a man, I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, something that somebody said while I was studying. A lot of times, ladies and fellas, I mean, it says in the Bible, ladies, submit to your husbands. So it's basically trying to say that, hey, ain't nobody submitting to no boyfriend. Ain't nobody submitting to no dude that's out here and he playing games and stuff like that. So a lot of times, maybe you need to take that and throw that inside your bag, and use it, and try to ask yourself, like, is this dude, is he husband material? You know what I mean? Is he friends with benefits? Is he just somebody I'm gonna talk to, have a conversation with? Because if he ain't, you know what I mean, who I'm supposed to be, you better be trying to look at him and try to see if he hit them points. While you sitting up there talking about, is he 6 feet tall? Does he make six figures? Is his penis over 6 inches? You know, that 6'6" rule that they was talking about. You need to be trying to see if he's a leader. Does he handle business? Do he got a prayer life? You dig what I'm saying? Is he talking about anything positive about doing something? Whatever belief that he is he spending time with it, and is it making him a better person? Is he a provider? Do he take care of his kids? Is he a good baby father? You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Does he has a good relationship with his baby mama, even though they ain't together? Is he respectable? Is him and his baby mama cool? You dig what I'm saying? When he come around, does he make the atmosphere better? You dig what I'm saying? Because now I understand that cats can do that out the gate. For like a little while, they can make it seem like everything is cool, and then next thing you know, they can flip the script. That's the reason why y'all gotta have discernment. But then again, remember what we talked about. Is he a protector? Does he protect your heart? You dig what I'm saying? Is he, you know what I mean? Does he feel like he want to be there with you? Because this is the only way that you're gonna be able to submit to him. But then, fellas, if you're trying to get the keys to a heart, you're gonna have to work on them. Cause all of us ain't got it together. I don't got everything together, bro. I just don't got it together. And some of it's not that it makes you a bad person, but I'm saying, you want you a down woman, you want you a real one, somebody that's gonna help you, live life, then you're gonna have to figure it out. Now, um, I already talked about mentally. Now here's some things I want y'all to check out. Okay, so when it comes to a woman being feminine and different things that a guy need to look into, we're gonna try to get into them. Remember, I talked about the man, he has to be masculine. He has to be masculine. A woman wants to see a man masculine, just mean, leader, provider, protector. You dig what I'm saying? She got to see those qualities in you, my dude. You start showing her those. If she can see them, that's something to brag about. Because a lot of cats is out here being like little boys, pants down, listening to dumb music, carrying guns, smoking their life up, drinking and stuff like that. That's the majority. So if that's the majority, and you trying to get with you a real one, like say for instance, if you find you like a bad one, and she ain't for the games, she got to see that in you, or she ain't giving you the time of the day. Number two, You got to show her security. When she around you, is she safe? You dig what I'm saying? You ain't got her nowhere like in no trap house. Is your car finna get shot up? Or is she gonna be beefing with your baby mama because she in the car with you? Or is another chick gonna be running up on her like, man, I was just with him like last night and this and that. So if you can't make her feel safe, where she got to sit up and beef and argue with other chicks, you finna lose her interest. You dig what I'm saying? If she's a real one, you dig what I'm saying? Now some people like toxicity, and they're gonna ride with that, but a real one is not gonna go for that. Number three, I think a woman has got to see a dude's purpose. You know what I mean? It's very big. And this is something that you just can't make up. Now you can have a bunch of promises, you can but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to show and prove, because if you got a purpose in your life, one of the things that you will always do is you will give her a purpose in your life. Because my life got purpose. So it's like, okay, boom, as soon as I tell you about it, number one, if she's a real lady, the first thing she finna come to me and do, she finna come to me with an idea on how to multiply what I'm doing. She gonna tell me something about my business and how I can make it better. Boom, that right there is attractive. I'm like, yeah, okay, I never thought about that. That's dope. So guess what you doing? Next thing you know, you getting her involved. So now all of a sudden you share information, you make her feel like she's got a purpose. You giving her something to do. This is a key to her heart, because if she get bored and she ain't got nothing to do, she's a nurturer. She multiplies everything that the man gives her. If you don't give her nothing to do, she can't believe in you, boy. Get your little dirty ass, get your little dirty ass a job and try to level up and stop playing all the time. Y'all be sitting out here doing all of this extracurricular stuff, and then next thing you know, you look back and you done wasted a bunch of years steadily making promise you finna do this and that. And I'm telling you, I've been there. I know what it's like to be like, yeah, man, I'm finna just sell this for a minute and then I'm gonna get out the game and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do it. It's like, boy, if you listen, sometimes just go somewhere and sit down and stop and just, if she's in your corner, I guarantee you she'll ride with you. Nigga, you ain't even gotta be the freshest, you ain't even gotta have the best car, no none of this and that. I tell you what, y'all can, man, listen, if you hurting right now, if you hurting right now, go down to DHS and get you a link card. They're gonna give you about $292. So listen to this. Go get you some food from the grocery store and pull up to her house and cook steaks and watch Netflix. You think that is so hard. You thinking that you gotta jump into a car, you gotta be riding clean. The chicks that's checking for cats that's riding clean, or just because they got a fancy car, rims, jewelry, or they think they got it like this, or he gotta be checking his bag. I don't even want her no way. You dig what I'm saying? Because you ain't looking at the right thing. Valerie, what's up? I ain't seen you in a minute. Sexy chocolate. She said, amen with the heart sign. But listen, it's really real. Because if that's what she's out for, her motives ain't even on the right thing. You dig what I'm saying? She checking for like a financial stability, which can change at any moment. You got people that's out in Cali right now and that's rich to death. How is them insurance company gonna pay all them people back for all of them houses that burnt up in Malibu? Man, it burnt up over like billions of dollars of houses. Some of them people just took a loss. Some of them people ain't getting that money back. Straight up. And then sometimes life get the life and it'll come through and it'll snatch something from you. So if that's what she was riding with you for, when that come and get snatched from you, homie, she wasn't riding with you. She finna fall off. And you don't need it. But the key to a real woman's heart, somebody who don't really care about that, she just cares about your purpose. She cares. She want to see you doing something. She want to see you getting up and active. It excites her, and it excites her to see that she got a man that's doing something. And guess what she gonna do? She gonna help you until you get on your feet. And when you get on your feet, you got to reciprocate that love and double it up and get that shit back. Okay. Confirmations and affirmations. Another key to her heart. Tell her that she beautiful, bro. You never know. Sometimes women be going through shit, and excuse me, I'm trying to stop the cussing. But sometimes women be going through stuff, and they be going wrong. You never know if she looked in the mirror and she might have gained a few pounds, or something that happened to where she's down. So by them being emotional creatures, don't ever miss a moment to let her know how beautiful she is and how proud you are of her for her hard work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, Val, you out here doing 12, 14 hours. You be, you know what I mean? You go ham. A motherfucker need to be there to be able to say, hey, you tired. Here goes some bath water for you. You dig what I'm saying? Massage your feet when you get to the house, whatever time it is. If it's at night, because you done went from early in the morning all the way to the night, or have a plate in the microwave. So as soon as you come in here, listen, a motherfucker says something that was so cool, and I did it before without even knowing I did it, right? So, and I did it on accident. And when they mentioned it on one of the little videos that I was watching, I didn't even think about that, but it was super dope. I'm gonna put y'all in on a little gem, right? Okay, so I had stacked the dryer with like a bunch of clothes and stuff like that. So it was some color clothes, and so sometimes when I'm drying them, I have to dry them like 2 times. You know what I mean, for them to get dry. And so I had a little female friend. She was taking a shower, and so I took the clothes out. So like, all right, just go ahead. And by the time you get done taking a shower, the towels is clean. I'm just gonna dry them. And so then it's like, boom, I put the towel in there by itself. I got to doing some other stuff. And then it was like, hey, I'm ready to get out. So I went and got the towel out the dryer and brung it to her. Now, by the time I brung her the towel was hot as hell. It was like warm. And so then when she was drying off with the towel, she was just like, damn, this towel feel good, like coming out the dryer. And then I was watching this video, and dude was just like, sometimes when she get off work and she taking a shower, take her dry off towel and put it in the dryer for like 5 or 10 minutes so it can get warm. And then when she get out the shower, I said, damn, that's dope. That was dope as hell. Like I swear to God, I ain't never thought about it like that. Here I am trying to just like, all right, let me take this stuff out. Let me let this one dry fast so she can have something to dry off with. But at the end of the day, just as well as she was thinking like, damn, this towel feel good. That's a good gesture. When you see a person working hard, confirmation, do like some cool little shit like that, like pour into her spirit. You know what I mean? Make her feel like, man, you grateful that she's in your presence. You know what I mean? Like women love that. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Boy, when they happy and they on top of their square, life is good. Straight up. Sexual favors happen, good food happen. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. She might come to the house with a pair of shoes. If you ever buy me some shoes, we are cool. I ain't never been that close to nobody where they bought me no shoes. I'm talking about since I've been home. I ain't got not one pair of shoes from nobody. So I'm just saying. I'm just playing. It ain't about me. I'm just saying I love shoes. But meanwhile, I'm saying when she's on top of her square beat, I promise you, man, a real woman. We ain't talking about no tech head, no trashy little chick that just for the streets. And I'm not disrespecting no women. I'm just saying it's some of y'all that's out here and you like that. And that's what you own. So go ahead and stay in your lane. I'm talking about real women, men that's trying to get this real woman so you don't fumble her no more. You want the keys to her heart? Affirmations and confirmations. Take out the time to think of different things to be nice to her, bro. Look at what she do for you, and you know she'll get down for you. You know she rock for you. So why don't you take out the time to do something cool for her and let her know? There's a scripture in the Bible. I think it's in like Romans, probably like 9 or something, and it says, "Outdo one another in love." Then in some verses it says, "Be zealous for one another in love." So it's just like saying, "All right, sweetheart, you fix my lunch today, for the week. You be doing all right. So as soon as I get paid, your favorite restaurant, boom. I ain't even finna tell you nothing. Like, boom. Okay, when you get off, just throw on a little something. I'm gonna come swoop you or something, or be ready when I get to the house. Then, boom, shoot her out to the restaurant. Now, y'all done went out to eat plenty of times, but figure out the restaurant that she like, the best one, and do it. Maybe give her like a little thank you card while you in there, or when you get ready to leave for the restaurant. Like, listen, man, I appreciate you all this week, man. You've been fixing my lunch, making sure I eat when I'm at work. I just wanted to take the end of the week and make sure we go out and do something nice. Man, that shit is small time under a microscope, bro. But it's so big to her. She love little cool shit like that. And I'm gonna tell you something. You get the key to the heart, the real one, she ride or die. I'm gonna tell you something. You know you got it in you because when I was studying doing this and that, we used to do it for our daughters. You know what I mean? Just the nicknames. Love them like, man, like when my daughters was like kids, like I love my babies. Like Wizzy, that was my stank. I put her on my neck. I go down the stairs with her. Me and Nubia, daddy and daughter dances. Naja and Nubia, daddy daughter dances. I love to dress up with my babies, take them out. And when their birthday came, I spoiled them. I put on for them. You dig what I'm saying? When I came home, you know what I mean? I try to do it. I just took Nubia out to eat, because I wanted her to just know you getting ready to leave. I'm the daddy. You my little princess. I love you. I need you to let's go out to eat. Let's sit down and chop it up. Let's, smile. I just wanted to look at her and check her out, crack some jokes with her, and let her know because me and Noob be like that. But I'm telling you, vice versa, your woman, your wife, the person that you love, it's just like, okay, so this is your girl now. You got it in you. You love like that. So don't do that. Another thing though too is it goes two ways. It goes two ways. Another key to her heart is a woman loves it when a man holds her accountable, not the yelling, you know being stupid and shit like that, being dumb. But I tell you something, and this is a true story. Sometimes women, y'all can veer off and get off course. Your girlfriends can lead you astray. Oh, your girlfriend, she ain't got no man. She doing this and that, so she wants you to hang out because she see you in a relationship. Y'all doing good. Every now and then, you gotta be like, nah, come on to the house. Y'all, I ain't, this ain't finna happen. Never be insecure though. I think women should do women nights, ladies night. They should go out and have fun. I think she should be able to dress up and kick it with her girls, and they should be able to do, even if they trying to do a girls trip. I support whatever, as long as you got a real one and you can stay in your lane. But if you ever get out your lane as a man, I need to be able to hold you accountable. A real woman is gonna like that when you being a man and you holding her accountable. Also, she needs for you to be accountable to yourself. If you say this is who you are and this is what you're about, you need to stand on it. And if you mess up, you need to be able to apologize. And if you apologize, then you need to correct that behavior. You dig what I'm saying? And so there is no house or no relationship that's going to exist if there is no discipline and when people get out of pocket. It's not like you a little kid. I ain't finna come to you like you know a little kid, but it's just like this. I I ain't never been in no really serious like long term relationship in the last couple of years since I've been home. I haven't had a real serious one, but I am very picky when I'm talking to people and we being friends. You're just not finna handle me no any kind of way. You're not finna handle me no any kind of way. And I'm not saying everybody is rude or wrong and like that, but if you do some shit that I don't like, I'm gonna tell you about it. If you don't want to change that, then I'm out. Straight up, I'm gone. I'll be done. I'll be down here by myself again. The mad scientist. I have no problem with being by myself. But women, sometimes being the emotional people that you are, sometimes you get out of character. You dig what I'm saying? It was y'all that got out of character with the snake. You let the snake slide up on you and offer you fruit, and you fucked the whole world up. It was you. You did that. So, what would it look like if Adam would have been like, listen, if you don't get away from my wife, what is you doing talking to him? Who told you to talk to him? Get your ass over here. No, I'm just playing. But no, he should have said something though. Adam should have said anything. You dig what I'm saying? Like, where was you at? Because it says, and she took the fruit and she gave to her husband, and he ate. So you was there and you heard the whole conversation. Did God tell you that you ain't supposed to eat from this fruit? Well, he said that we ain't supposed to, we can eat from all these other trees, but if we touch that one in the middle, we will surely die. He didn't say nothing about touch. He said, if you eat from the one in the middle, you're going to die. So she didn't let him gas her up, get her off her square. He didn't gave her some fruit. She didn't ate it. Now she gave some to her husband, his weak ass over there, because she naked, looking at her breasts and looking at her booty. Then next thing you know, he eat the fruit. And now we in this big old jam. Now everybody just, the whole world messed up. So no, that was a little bit, that was too deep for you. But meanwhile, I'm just saying, if you know anything about Genesis, that's how that went down. So listen to this. What I'm trying to say. If you're gonna be in my life, I'm gonna be in your life. Check me out. And if I tell you something, know that it comes from a good space. Because number one, I'm getting my cues from God. I am a prayer warrior. I do read scriptures and I do have a relationship with God. And if I see something off, I'm gonna speak on it. And if I speak on it, I'm speaking on it out of love because I'm supposed to be your covering. I'm your provider. I'm your protector. I'm your king. You my queen, and I'm gonna listen to you when it's my turn. Because sometimes you can see things that I can't see. So when it's your turn to speak into my life and you tell me something, yeah, I'm gonna listen to you too. Especially because I know you got my back and you want the best for me. But all of you talk to the hand and all that old snapping your neck and all of this and that, you ain't finna listen to nobody. I'm gonna tell you something. You'll jag a relationship. But then again, don't be no sucker, man. Don't be in no relationship, man, where you feel like a woman, oh, she gonna run all over you. You can't say nothing to her. No, hell no. Listen, tell you that's written now. Um, if you got a problem with that, then you probably don't want to say nothing to me. Stay away from me because I'm gonna hold myself accountable. And if you tell me something that's where I'm off my square, I'll admit it. Like, yeah, you're right. I messed up. I dropped the ball, and then figure out a way to get it back on deck. You know what I'm saying? Um, Here's another one. Progress. I think this is real. Listen, homie, don't nobody want to be with nobody that they can't see growing. You done proposed to this lady 5 years ago, and y'all ain't got married yet. You done been with this chick for over 10 years. You mean to tell me y'all ain't bought no house? Y'all ain't leveled up? Y'all ain't bought a house and own another piece of property? Y'all ain't did nothing worthwhile to build a legacy? Y'all ain't got no life insurance? Y'all ain't did nothing that make any sense. Man, how she gonna love you? How she gonna be with you? She can't believe in you, boy, because you ain't making no progress. One thing about women, they love to see growth unless she just lazy. I'm telling you right now, a woman gotta see growth. She needs to be able to believe in you. Um, that's one of the things that'll make them switch roles. If they don't see you level up, Nicole, if you're still here, that's one of the things that'll make a woman switch roles, and that's a defense mechanism, because I can't trust you to be a man. I can't trust you to be a leader. So guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna go get a second job. But guess what the second job gonna do, my dude? Now you tripping because she ain't never at home because she tired. Now you talking about, man, you ain't cook nothing. Man, I'm hungry. Like, yo, you have to put her in a position to be feminine. If you want her to be home, you want her to do wifely like little duties and little things like that, then you got to make it easy for her. Ain't no way in the world she can go to school, try to level up over here in the medical field. She a CNA, now she's a RNA, now she's gonna be an LPN, and she keep with RN. Listen, keep growing, keep getting that money however you feel like you want to do it, but at the end of the day, you got to be leveling up. And at the end of the day, she's got to feel like, I could take a break. He got me. That means that she got to feel safe. So at the end of the day, if you don't want her to switch roles on you, you got to be making progress. You got to be making growth. She's got to see it. If she don't see it, she gonna lose interest. Last but not least, and I think it's one of the most important things, and all women, they love this, and this is one of the ones where I fall short at. You know what I mean? And it's not on purpose. It's not because somebody else gets my attention, but you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent with a woman, that's gonna irritate her, and she gonna be mad. You can't show her the good guy, and then what I mean, slack or fall off. Then all of a sudden she don't hear from you. All of a sudden, oh, you was cool when we first met. Now and all of a sudden you done stop, with the nicknames and the stuff like that. And that's one of the things where I think I needed to go and get like some professional help from, because it wasn't that I didn't want to be consistent, but I was throwing up like force fields because I was scared. Am I starting to like somebody? Am I starting to love them? Is this person right for me, or am I gonna get hurt again? And it sounds kind of like childish, or it sounds kind of like weak coming from a man, but niggas got emotions too. Niggas got feelings, man. So I ain't finna sit up here and play like I don't. You dig it? And I don't like I don't like getting hurt. That shit hurts. You dig what I'm saying? Who want a broken heart, man? Your stomach. What's that song about R. Kelly? I can't sleep, babe. I can't eat. I can't think without you. Come on, man. A broken heart hurts. Your stomach and shit hurt, and all of a sudden you emotionally messed up. You're wondering if they sleeping with somebody else, who they with. You finna jump in the car and be over across the street in a tree with binoculars. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But meanwhile, I don't want my heart broke, and I don't want nobody to shit on me no more. So one of the thing I do, I'll shut down. Like, I'm cool. I'll go back to just doing me and dating myself before I let you break my heart. And everybody ain't trying to break your heart. Only thing a woman wants is consistency, and so that consistency, man, you have to show it to them because you like it. You know what I mean? Um, I bet you if it was like this, if the shoe was on the other foot, then it's like, man. You used to you used to give me head. Now you all tired. You go to sleep. Now and it ain't about no nothing. You see what I'm saying? So dudes like to get mad and because they want a consistent behavior or they want when you first met a person, but at the end of the day, the ladies want it to be, and it's got to be the same compliments that you gave her. You know how you wowed her when you first got her. You got to continue to wow her. You got to continue to give her flowers. You know, um, ladies, but please make sure that if he's putting in that effort and you see him, have some good discernment. If he's putting in that effort and you see him doing the work, rock with him. And sometimes you might have to teach him a little bit. You know what I mean? Show a little bit of grace, have a little bit of mercy for like mistakes and things that ain't correct, especially if you know he's a good dude. There's some good dudes out here. But fellas, I'm gonna tell you this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you fumble a good woman, it's gonna fuck with you for the rest of your life. Excuse my language. It will fuck with you for the rest of your life because a real woman and a real good woman, man, you know, um, it ain't nothing like it, because it's true. Y'all do make us feel better. Um, I love it when I meet a woman who pours into me and not, I'm talking about superficial praise or nothing like that. But when a woman make me feel like I'm better or make me feel like I can do anything, it's just like, man, I love that. And then when it ain't consistent, I'm telling you, it's the biggest turn off and it's the biggest upset ever. So fellas, be consistent because women love consistency. You know what I mean? Make her believe by your actions. I'm going to give you a deal breaker and then we're going to get out of here. I'm going to give you a deal breaker and that's going to be it. All right. Deal breaker.
And I've learned this. One of the things that causes a woman to lock the keys to her heart, and I know infidelity will do it. I know that not feeling safe will do it. I know that her not being able to trust you will do it. You say one thing and do another thing. All of those things do. But I think that one of the biggest doors to a woman's heart that has the most complicated lock, of which only a single key can open, is she is very, very apt not to respond to harshness. That she can forgive you for doing a myriad of different things. But if you are consistently harsh to a woman, I think that locks a door that not even she knows how to always unravel and unlock. Have you ever had an instance where you were harsher than you needed to be? And you wanted, and this is men because we want this, we can be harsh today and expect that moments after the harshness, she should be fine, we're moving on, and we're going on. But that harshness...
Deal breaker. I wish I could tell you about this text that I just got. All right. As I was showing that, one of the things that I will agree with this when they talking about that, men, you have to understand about being like harsh or being aggressive or abusive. That's what I was calling it. Because sometimes us as men, we feel like in order to get your point across, that you have to talk like that or like you have to come off like that. And you don't have to come off like that. You don't have to talk like that and you don't have to come off like that because when women are being emotional creatures, that's how God created them to be. You dig what I'm saying? And you were supposed to be the protector. You're supposed to be her covering. Remember that analogy I gave you about like who goes out and buy a brand new car and then comes outside with a bat or a crowbar and just busts all the windows, busts all the headlights out. You dig what I'm saying? So that's the same thing about you getting this woman, inviting her into your life. She becomes your wife, and then next thing you know, you start beating on her. You dig what I'm saying? Or you get verbally abusive, calling her all out of her name. You stop confirming her or giving her positive affirmations. Now you cussing her out and you beating her down verbally or either physically. It's crazy. It's the worst thing in the world. You can't do that. If you do this, she's gonna check out on you. She's gonna check. She can be physically there. But mentally, she's going to check out. And spiritually, she's going to check out. Physically, she's going to check out too. because the sex that you thought that it used to be so good, and don't nobody want to, you know what I mean? They don't want to be there. You know what I mean? I had good examples of that. I remember one time one of the BMs told me like, man, like I don't want to have sex with you. And it ain't like, okay, the sex wasn't good. It was just like, dude, you coming in the house at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, you smelling like liquor, and you all in here laughing and stuff, and you think you just gonna pull the covers back and roll over on me and have sex with me? Now, of course, it took me some growing up, and I had to sit back and I had to think about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was bogus to even, you know what I mean, make a person feel like that. Like you just a piece of meat. Like I could just come in the house and just, after I've been out with the guys drinking and smoking and doing my thing, and then boom, here I come. I'm finna, you know what I mean? When if this is my girl, this is supposed to be a sacred thing. This is supposed to be, and it don't mean that you can't be spontaneous and do stuff like I can't come in the house like, shoot, you don't want this? Yeah, it can happen, but it could be better. Wake her up with some face. You dig what I'm saying? I'm super mannish, so forgive me for that. But I'm just saying, wake her up with some face, and she might be more apt. Like, dang, okay, you know what I mean? She might start stretching out and taking stuff off. But I'm saying, the point is, check yourself though, B. Make sure that when you having conversations with her, that you checking yourself in your tone and the way that you talk. A lot of times we do that, especially like when you're dealing with like a short woman. You know what I mean? You come in the house and then all of a sudden you having a bad day, or you feel like she ain't do something that you supposed to be doing, and better off. Let's just put it like this. Let's add, which should have really been on there, the communication. Because communication, all women need you to be able to communicate with them, and so um, communication is wrapped up in so much of it, but communication has got to be a must, bro. It's got to be a way that you know how to approach her in a conversation, and it's got to be a way to know how to approach a person when you ain't feeling the best. you know um One of my things is, I'll just agree with you and then get out the way, but I don't argue and yell at people. You dig what I'm saying? I that ain't my style. That ain't what I'm finna do now. I'm pretty sure if the BMs is watching, like back in the days when I was drinking, yeah, I used to be a hole, but I didn't change. I'm different today. So you should have probably stuck around and probably should have been waiting on me, because I'm a lot better now. Thanks be to God. He didn't change my life, and I'm still crazy. I still got some flaws. I ain't got it together all the way. You dig what I'm saying? I'm nowhere near perfect, work in progress. But I am learning how to communicate. Um, I want to get away from that force field, throwing up the force field, or shutting down, or getting overwhelmed with like so many projects that I won't put out the energy. I won't, you know what I mean? I'll do this instead of working on something that, you know what I mean? It's like, and sometimes a real woman to tell you all the time, you do not have to take all of this on by yourself. Sometimes you just got to open up and let them in, and they will help you. That's what they're there for. But when you're dealing with somebody that just came home from the joint, you've been on your own for so long, and not just like, okay, like ain't nobody visiting you or throwing you money and stuff like that. But in there, man, it's that survival of the fittest attitude. And it's so hard to break. And I know it's easier said than done. I remember one time I was talking to somebody, she was like, why don't you just stop? And it's like, shit, if I knew how to just stop, I would do it. You know? I wish I could just hit a light switch and just stop. You know what I mean? But it ain't easy, And so, man, shit, it be like that sometimes. And so let's wrap it up. Let's make the main thing the main thing. The keys to a woman heart. Um, First of all, she better see your masculinity. She better see your masculinity. You better show her that you a leader, a provider, and a protector, because that's the only way she gonna relax and she gonna let her walls down. Because now there's too many boss chicks, too many independent women. They ain't just sitting around the house having a bunch of women, having a bunch of kids walking around barefooted, waiting on you to come home or waiting on you to pay bills. Nah, they got houses and businesses and side hustles and all types of shit going on. So you can dead that. So in order to make her let her walls down and be more feminine, you have to show her your masculinity. That's not no macho. I got muscles. I got money. I'm dicking you down. Come here, girl. Let me pump you, pump your brains out. Nah, it's about being that leader, about being that protector, that provider, making her feel safe, making her feel like you ain't a liar, you ain't a cheater, that she can trust on you. You ain't putting her in dangerous positions. She ain't finna fall in love with you. Then you finna do 10 years in the feds. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So then when she drop her guards and she becomes feminine, you got to understand, when you allow her to be the best version of her, she gonna make you better. So just walk down the list. Like I just told you, go back, double back and watch it, man. The communication, the consistency. Um, what were some of the things I was telling you about? Security, having a purpose, um, confirming her, giving her positive affirmations, being accountable, holding her accountable, but also you being accountable. Progress, growth. Are you growing as a man? Ain't nobody finna be with you, boy, and you ain't doing that with your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't read no books. You don't go to school. You don't get your hair cut. You don't be buying no new shoes. I'm playing. I'm playing. So, because sometimes you might not have it like that. But I'm saying they need to see you with some fresh something. You dig what I'm saying? You got to get you some fresh shoes, bro. You can't be walking around with the same shoes from last year and a year after that. You dig what I'm saying? You got to get your hair cut. You got to line your beard up. You know what I mean? Go get you a bottle of cool cologne so somebody can, you know what I mean? When they up on you, they want to be around you. You dig what I'm saying? Um, you got to be consistent, you know? Don't just wow her when you first meet her. Try to wow her like at least once a month. No, I'm playing. Okay, I'm playing. No, try to wow her. I'm gonna say, man, for real, for real. Give her positive affirmations. I love like little crazy nicknames or just like little silly things, man, to make her smile. You know what I mean? And if it's possible, try to hang out with them. Just I'm telling you, it's really the simplest, smallest, coolest shit that they just like. And if the woman just want the whole world out the gate, then I'm gonna say get away from her, because a real one, they like to just watch TV and you know what I mean, eat and cool shit, laugh. They just want to be with you. You dig what I'm saying? Because I mean, if you feel like, man, we finna be together for a minute, we finna run this race in life. We got time to do any and everything. We ain't gotta rush out to Dubai tomorrow. Like I ain't taking your ass no Dubai. We finna stack our money. You dig what I'm saying? We finna get a saving plan. We finna fuck around and get a mutual fund and some shit. You know what I mean? We finna get some paper. And we after that, shit. Instead of going on that dumbass trip, let's go put a down payment on a duplex. Let's go get a couple of cars from the auctions and try to flip them. It's tax time. You trying to go to the Bahamas, and we could have took them 2,000, 3,000, 4, 5,000. We could have went and bought two cars and flipped them. Then we go to the Bahamas in May, and we really gonna have it then. Then we really gonna be balling, because when we come back, we ain't gonna miss nothing. You fuck with me, I'm telling you. I'm I'm always thinking like serious. I ain't listen. I want to do all the cool stuff. I want to grow. I want to do whatever. But at the end of the day, we finna figure it out. I don't want to be walking around broke and struggling and hurting. I ain't finna do that. And when we leave, if it's some babies left behind, some kids left behind, we need to put something back so somebody can have something. You know what I mean? Denise, what you say? Hey, I tapped in. I'm at work. Yeah, that's what's happening. What you doing? Security guarding at night? It's late, or you at the what's the name? You at Hodge? Well, you late. I'm finna go on get on off. But double back and check it out. It's here. That's the good thing about the podcast, because sometimes people be busy. Sometimes, I mean, we have like a big crowd of people. I'm on TikTok too. I can't see it, but other people have seen me on TikTok. So hopefully some people over there watching, and then double back and watch it, man. That's the cool thing about the podcast. And then I'll come up with some other cool stuff. But I'm really thinking about doing something, man, like on one of these late nights. Trying to figure out how, since I'm on TikTok, maybe it'd be better we can play some music, and just play some old school music, like some 80s and some 90s R&B, and chop it up through like slow music and music, what you was doing during this time, how it made you feel. And you know what I mean, I don't know, it's a new year. I'm finna do some new things. I got a lot of new things that I'm finna try to do with my life. I'm finna try to level up and progress, as always. Listen, man, I love y'all, you know and I just want to see everybody win. That's it. I don't care. Just win, man. God is good. And if he woke you up, that means that you're special. He's got a purpose for your life. And that just means that, man, he's got something else for you to do. So don't give up on yourself. And if you need some inspiration, inbox me. I was asleep. start all over. No, you're gonna have to go back and watch it because you're the ringleader of keeping up trouble. You would have liked tonight. I'm pretty sure you'd have had a bunch of stuff to say. But I will say this though. Speaking to that, if anybody don't know Rachel Rack, she just tapped in. Listen, go to her page sometimes, man, and just check out some of her posts. Um, and let me see if I can find the one. And I just want to read what she said because I kind of fed a little bit off you tonight, Rachel. And because you know how to get a conversation started. That's why you should have jumped on the podcast. You dig what I'm saying? So let me see. I'm tapping in because I want to read it. I don't want to paraphrase it. I really want to read it. All right, I gotta do it with this one. Let's see. I'm live. I'm trying to do it, but let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Rachel Rack, go check her out because she'll say some stuff, and she really be starting. She know how to get an argument going. I tell you that. I just want to see if I can catch this one. Now I even like that one that you just said. It's crazy because I started to be comment on that one. Struggling substance 11 hours ago. I can't find it. Oh, I'm so glad. I see that you posted that they found that little girl. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna give it one more time. Everybody loves the Carla. You got so many of them. It's like I feel like I missed something. However it goes, she says something. Why do some men rather hang out with their guys than hanging at home? You know what I mean, with their families. You know what I mean? She says rather than spending time with your guys, hanging out with your guys and your friends, you want to hang out with them all night instead of being at home, what I mean, with your wife and your kids. And I thought that was dope because as we're talking about the key to a lady's heart, especially if you got kids with her, you dig what I'm saying, or even if she got kids and you just met her and you think that she's cool, um we could put it on the level of the consistency. But I got to tell you this, it ain't nothing like spending time with a woman, you know what I mean? Especially like when y'all cook. Either she cooks something, you dig what I'm saying, or you cook something. You One of the things I used to love, and I ain't gonna even front, I used to love helping my kids do homework. And I used to love like either if I'm a cook or the BM cook and we eat food and then we do this and that. And then like on Tuesdays, me and her, we didn't have like apps back during this time. This was the early 2000s. But we used to do Tuesday family videos. All the new DVDs came out at family video on Tuesdays. So on Tuesdays, boom, we stayed across the street from family video, go over there, get some DVDs, and this is our night to chill out and watch movies. You dig what I'm saying? And so it became a ritual where we was doing this like every week. So that's the thing, man. It's like when you are a man and you up under this title of leader, provider, protector, you have to be like that, bro. You want the key to her heart. You have to show her that you can lead by being in these kids' life, whether it's after school programs, whether it's homework, being in that house to show them a good father role model. And then when the little managed boys, when they start getting older and start feeling they stuff, you got to be there to discipline them. You got to be there to make sure that they listen to their moms. Then on top of that, to protect, you know what I mean? The protector over this house, you have to make it a safe environment. And then be able to provide, a safe place. And she has wants, she has needs. You have to be there. And so when you made that post, Rachel, I was thinking to myself, now the only way that it was cool is when you selling dope and you got a fan base that's outside. See what I'm saying? So I got my girl. She at home. She ain't going nowhere. That's the BM. She know what it is. Life is good at home. Even though I ain't there like I'm supposed to be and doing it all the time, the money is there, bills is paid. We living over here. So at nighttime, she think, oh, he out hustling, he out getting his money. She know what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I'm out in the streets and I'm acting bad. That's the only time that is fun. I'm telling you, when I got done doing that little time in the joint, and I started thinking about, damn, niggas ain't even writing you. Niggas don't even throw nothing on your books. You dig what I'm saying? Niggas ain't even going past your cribs to check on your kids to see if your kids is all right. If anything, niggas is trying to hit your BM. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nobody calling you. Ain't nobody checking on you. It's like, and I spent all of this time out here. Now I get it, because then few times you see somebody, they come in the prison, and it's like out of sight, out of mind with niggas. I understand, and you got some real cats that's out here. I done put money on some of my guys' books, but if you out here in the streets and you neglecting your girl, you neglecting your kids, bro, turn around. Do a 180 like right now. Turn around and invest that time into that woman that loves you, and invest that time into them kids that need you. If them ain't your kids biologically, but you over there laying up in that house, still do the same thing. Go over there and spend time. One thing you doing, you sowing a seed, and that sowing that seed is love. That's gonna come back full circle. You dig what I'm saying? Because when you down that woman right there that you showed so much love to, that you put that time in it, them be them down ones that ride with you when you be in the joint. Them be the ones that be visiting you all the time, making sure your books are straight. Be the ones answering your phone calls when you there. Oh, you calling them a million times, they're answering your phone calls and stuff like that. I'm telling you, do a 180 and go back home. Rachel, I wish you was here, but you wasn't. So go on back to sleep. Denise, what you say, facts? Ain't that the truth, Denise? Straight up. It's really real. So I feel sorry for guys that ain't doing that. If you ain't doing the right thing, you want to hang out in the street. For what? I'm gonna tell you something though, ladies, for real, for real. I'm keeping it 100. If he out there in the streets, he hanging out in the streets, man, he hitting some ass from somewhere else. You know what I mean? He crashing something else out. Straight up. Ain't nobody just hanging out with their guys. Cause if they all hanging out together and they are just out there doing something, they up on the little chicks that's hanging out. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what they doing. I don't know. But listen, I love y'all. Let's come back like next week and try to do something else. We did an hour and about 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. Let's do it. Okay. Nobody else can say nothing. So yeah. Um, I got something else to show y'all. Let me show y'all this real quick before I get out of here. Let me do this. Pop the balloon to find love. Quad Cities edition. Small towns need love too. Lifestyle Productions. Holla. You seen that. I'm going to show it every night until we do the casting call. Shout out to Lifestyles, Promotions, Productions, whatever we are these days. I guess I'm a part of y'all crew too. Am I like a part of Lifestyle? I don't know. If I am, who made up the name and who said that that's got to be our name? If we in a group, I think that I should possibly throw some names in a hat, and then we should pull the names out to see what we should all be called. But no, I'm just playing. Thank y'all for pulling me in as a DJ. I don't know what it is, Lifestyle Promotions or Lifestyle Productions. They gonna do something big. This thing right here, it's starting to come together. Like far as like the visions, I'm starting to see people do little things. Nicole got somebody to donate some sounds like mics and stuff like that. And so, I'm gonna be the DJ. So I got speakers, I got a mic and stuff like that though too. So but this is the thing. We got a beautiful person who's got this building 1814. She's finna be doing some big things. And if you get a chance to holler at her, Morgan, she be renting her building out to, wedding receptions, repasses, different things. It's really elegant and nice. So she ain't really like letting a bunch of hoorah come in there. And when you go on the inside of it, you'll know why, she trying to keep, that type of crowd out of there, the riffraff. But I'm praying that she's on board with this. I'm praying that the conversations and the meetings go well to where this building can be used, and then the vision of these ladies that's putting this together. I'm just grateful that they pulled me in, and so pop the balloon or find love. Listen to me. If you're single and you're looking for love and you've seen the show, watch the show on YouTube. Go pop the balloon and find love. You can check out the Indianapolis edition, check out the Atlanta edition, and you will get a gist of what the show is like and what's going on with it. Check it out and see if you want to be on it. You know what I mean? Come on now, have some fun. You know what I mean? We're gonna make it so comfortable. I promise you are. I'm gonna make everybody feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play some good music. But I mean, if I get to encourage the guys that's gonna be in the VIP room, I'm gonna go in there and get them amped up. I'm gonna make sure they feel good. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that we're gonna try to have one of the best shows out. You dig what I'm saying? When you put me in on anything, I'm giving you 100%. Hold on, because I knew this was gonna happen. Rachel said, when men consistently prioritize with friends over their families, it can create resentment and emotional distance, making their partners feel devalued and the marriage or relationship neglected. Relationships thrives when both partners are present and invested. I'm going to post that because we didn't have any post today until you showed up. And whenever you show up, you say something super smart. I'm so grateful for you though, Rachel, for real, because you dope. I ain't gonna front. I ain't just shouting you out just because you on my podcast, but when I got a chance to, see you in person, remember when you gave me all them hugs at the real estate mixer? No, I'm playing. I'm playing. So don't do that because she might have a man or something like that. But no, we was at the real estate mixer and we met for the first time and she's dope in person. Personality, smiles, laughs. She could take a joke and we kicked it and we had a good time. You really do be saying some things that'll challenge a person and make them think. You know what I mean? And I think that this was fitting for the podcast tonight, though, too. And I was talking to men, when you talk about being consistent, that was one of the last things I spoke about. But when a man is consistently prioritizing time with his friends over his family, it can create resentment and emotional distance, making their partners feel devalued, making the woman feel like she's not enough. You know what I mean? And that's what I was trying to tell you, man. When you want the keys to a woman's heart, to a real one, you have to be consistent with her and you have to prioritize letting her know that she's beautiful. Sometimes she might have felt like she didn't gain more weight. Maybe sometimes she ain't happy with herself. Maybe she's working so much that she ain't even been able to hit the gym. Now she going to school. She trying to level up her degree. And so she done fell off on the gym. And so when she get home, she eating late night and she going to bed. That's going to make her gain a few pounds. Bro, kiss her stomach and let her know, babe, it's gonna be all right. When you get done leveling up, get that money. We're gonna build a gym in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Gas her up and make her feel cool, stupid. You dig what I'm saying? And this is simple shit. I'm talking about, man, she put up with you when you ain't got it together, or when you wake up and your breath stink, or you ain't got no haircut and your fingernails and shit is dirty. You know what I mean? Y'all kill me, man. For real, for real. A lot of times, bro, y'all be going through so much. And then it just seemed like you can't even commend this lady and make her feel like, you know what I mean, she awesome. It's like you stupid. You the stupidest person in the world. Cause they show you love and to tell you some cool shit, in a minute. And I appreciate the people that speak into my life or say some cool shit to me. Believe me, it does not go. I do not take it for granted. And that's the reason why I always try to show love. I don't even care if you don't like me. If we ain't together, if we don't ever hold hands or kiss, I'm still gonna say some cool shit to you. You did? No, for real. It's real talk though, for real. Cause I love it. Like, you know what I mean? Just the night that we did have at the mixer, the impression of you, the good time that we had, that types of shit motivate people. And you see, when we over there laughing and smiling, it makes you just want to be great. You're around people that's doing stuff, and it's just like laughter is medicine for the soul. So it keeps you looking young and vibrant. And when it's a process, B. If you look good, you feel good, you do good. So I'm saying, when you out there, man, and you with cool people and they attitude, they positive and shit like that, you could do this just out here at a mixer. Just imagine what's gonna happen if you bring this into your house. Oh, you educating your kids, you there helping them do homework, you there laughing with them, joking with them. Man, we used to build so much shit that'll blow up and all type. Man, I love to do science projects with these kids or be there. Track meets, football game. I'm right there at the fence yelling. You dig what I'm saying? Down there about to lose my voice. I'm with that. I'm in the house cooking food. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have it all the way together back then, but I'm just telling you, I loved it. And when you do that, what she say? Something about investment. It maybe didn't show up. She says, relationships thrive when both partners are present and invested. They thrive. It's because you sowing a seed. Remember, we talked about growth and progress. A woman needs to see you grow in progress. I need to see this woman grow in progress. If you ain't growing in progress and if you still in the same spot and you ain't making no moves, I'm gonna lose interest in you. You're going to lose interest in me. But guess what's going to happen if we invest time and shit into each other? You water these kids. Next thing you know, these kids is in high school. They're doing great shit. Next thing you know, these kids is grown and they doing great shit. Do you know what it was like to see Nubia sewing these clothes and doing all this shit? You know what I mean? Because it's just like, even though some kids, they make mistakes, they fall off and they do shit. But do you know what it's like to see Wizzy doing hair? To go to a store and this lady say, y'all just got all of our money today. I just bought a firework box off of you, and your daughter just got done doing my daughter's lace front for $220. Y'all got about $500 from us today. I'm like, get money. That's my baby. Like, get money, and it just makes you proud because you invest into them. You speak life into them. Like, man, make them proud. You speak life into your girl. Cause when she the best version of her, dummy, she gonna make you better. She make you look good, and y'all make each other look good. So there it is. All right, y'all. Hour and 30 minutes. Thank y'all, man, for hanging out with me. I'm gonna think of another podcast to do with music though, and then I'll let y'all know when I get it together. God bless y'all, man. Hey, 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 everybody! Thank God for bringing that little girl home. Oh man, that was the best news I heard today. You know what I mean? It made me feel so good, bro. It was like because when I got the Amber Alert that she was missing, it was chaotic. I was telling y'all, I was with Bob Quinn, and that's the great grandpa of Briasia. And so you can just imagine getting an Amber Alert of another little girl missing. You know how that made him feel. You know what I mean? And it was just one of them things, man. It's like something that you just don't ever want to hear. 4 years old, man, innocent. You know what I mean? Do not play with them kids, bro. Do not leave them alone. They ain't got nothing to do with it. And if you ever want to piss God off, mess with them kids. Y'all might not think he ain't gonna turn up, but believe me, you ain't nobody finna get away from messing with them kids. Believe that. So I'm so glad that she home. So when they hit me with the other one and they were saying that she was found, that she was safe, it's a beautiful feeling, straight up. So whoever her mom is, listen, little mama, I'm praying for you. Hopefully you learned a valuable lesson today not to do that. And it's like sometimes we think some of the simplest things is just so simple. I'm finna shoot in here real quick, I'll be right back. Be still, don't nobody move. And then next thing you know, somebody jump in your car and take off with your kids. Boy, life is crazy out here. And this thing right here in the Quad Cities, every now and then there be some BS going on around here. But listen, man, I love y'all. Pray for that family. Everybody thank God for that little girl being safe and sound today because, you know, your kids is in the house. Go in there and kiss them on the cheek and give them a hug and stuff like that because we living in some dangerous times and people is really, really sick, bro. So God bless y'all. I love